Health is a fundamental need or a fundamental need for everybody because that affects personal level, social level and the society level. So you need to really give a good health to the individuals. I've been really working close with healthcare for a long time, and that is my passion. And being working on the health sector for a long time, we see a lot of healthcare systems are driven only by curative. But health is not only doing curative treatment, there is more to do for health. So I started Aurokiya with the vision to provide preventive, promotive and rehabilitative care, not curative, because there are many private hospitals and to do this job. So I wanted to do something different, so I started this. I was doing a research on out-of-pocket expenditure for healthcare expenses. So that actually opened my mind because a lot of people were put into poverty because the out-of-pocket expenditure for these individuals were very high. Okay, because you know why this is happening? Because they come very at the later stage to the hospital. So what happens is the cost for the treatment is very high and also the outcome is not so good because they come at the later stage. So I wanted to address this gap. Okay, so that is the main reason why I started Aurokiya. So there are studies that show if healthcare was a country, it would be the largest producers of greenhouse gas emissions. Okay, because you know once a patient becomes ill, there is a lot of plastic uses, lot of travel, okay, lot of resources that needs to cure a patient. So when I take this initiative of not going into that level and identify a problem at an early stage using technology. So a lot of people do not know that I use artificial intelligence in my clinic. It's a small clinic, but I use AI. So I can just take an image of your eye and use AI to see if you have a problem of, like say important problem in eye care is diabetic retinopathy, which are chronic problems. So if you see now, chronic problems or non-communicable diseases are increasing. Hypertension, cardiac, blood pressure, diabetes, these are all rises. And then we have big problems, episodes of communicable diseases, COVID or bird flu, all these coming. So if all these come, there is a huge use of plastics, disposable, all this. Again, it's a cycle that goes, you know, the waste segregation, burning of that waste, all this impacting the climate change. So what I'm trying to address here is by trying to intervene on the health at an early stage or promoting a healthy behavior in child, I'm trying to reduce that. So in the last 3 years, I have screened about 1,350 school children. Okay, so I've given around 25 free spectacles for school children. I have done around I think 10 outreach camps in the villages. We have screened about 1,850 bioregion villages in the bioregion, and we have supported about 50% cataract surgeries at the hospital level. Then the workplaces camps in Auroville, we have screened around 800 something, 800, I don't remember the numbers because I don't remember, 820 or 50 employees have been screened in different workplaces in Auroville. So these are some metrics, just coming up with an idea of setting up a health kiosk, okay, where you can just come like an ATM, okay, whenever you are free, you just come and check your vitals. We'll just set up a thing. It is all because now technology is that, how do we harness technology? So we need to have that collaboration with technology partners, okay. We can just have them come there, you can just come there, check your blood pressure, check your blood sugar, all this is very easy. So we are trying to now collaborate with this, not at a global level, but more state, some organization we are trying to do. So my major focus is on health, but through this I'm trying to address the other SDGs also. I come to those points like what are all the other areas that we work when we work in eye care. Yeah. So but this is our main focus, health and well-being, but as I said, not for the curative, but more prevention, using technology, going into the communities. All these are our activities that we do. The problem of blindness in school children are increasing. This will definitely affect their academic or any other performance, and they will be, they will lose their confidence. They are termed as you're not a good student. It's not they are not a good student, but their vision is being distorted because they have been using this digital media's influence all this. So by addressing the school screening program, we are trying to address this SDGs of quality education. If you see gender studies, mostly male access healthcare. Females do not access healthcare. I'm talking about eye care, because there are a lot of studies in eye care that majority men come for surgeries or things because they are the prominent earning members of the group, but women do not come. So when we do outreach camps, now we do camps in our bioregion villages. We go into all the bioregion villages and do these screening camps. So what is happening in the bioregion village camps, we see a lot of females coming into the camps, a lot of aged people who don't have access. So we are trying to address this SDG through our eye care program of taking our eye care to the doorsteps of the people, so that this breaks the problem of them coming to us. If you give eye care or remove a cataract or do a surgery, if a good vision, a person can be self-dependent. He can go to his work. Even in his 60s, he can go to work. Now you see, get his work. So that will definitely work on the aspect of self-dependence and able to manage his own income. So that will definitely work towards removing poverty. There is something called biohacking. So biohacking is taking all these old traditional lost values and linking it with technology. So I'm really trying to work on that thing. When we need to bring health, and when we just see if we're going to work on SDG 3, if we're going to bring health and well-being, we need to link both. We have had a good history, especially even in our South Indian or Tamil, we had a good history of taking care of our own health. Okay, we had good practices, but all these practices somehow changed. And the other hand, now we have AI, which even detects by seeing your eyes. You say you will develop cancer in next 5 years, or you will have a blood pressure, this. All this is there. So, but how do we link this? So I'm really happy in working with this concept, linking this biohacking, old tradition, and this. I'm trying to work on this on preventive aspect, because my focus is, I said, no, not curative, preventive aspect. So if I can do this. So this is one area I would like to work. Startups need an initial investment. The equipments, the manpower training, all this needs a big investment. And we can't work on the calculation of return on investment on healthcare. It's not a machinery that I'm going to make a plate and I'm going to sell it. This is very important. It's very difficult to make a return on investment plan, because this is more a qualitative change that I'm going to bring. Yes, I do measure the quantitative changes, but this is quality change that I'm going to bring in a life. The quality of life is going to improve. When the quality of the life is going to improve, the society is going to improve. When the society improves, everything is going to improve. So this is the change that I can bring. So financial was a big constraint. And I tried to also make my organization a little financially sustainable through selling some kind of products. So I sell spectacles. I do some eye yoga practices where I generate an income, where this income I use for outreach, like for the school screenings or the village. I can't get money, so I use this money to this thing. I have a box in my clinic. It's called Eye Care Abundance. So if you have a consultation, you come to our clinic, you have a consultation. If you say, yeah, you only charging, I charge 100 rupees. Be open, I charge 100 rupees for a consultation. If you people think, with 100 rupees, what can you do with 100 rupees? You want to do more. Yes, you can always do, but don't pay it to us. Put it in the abundance box, which supports eye screening for another patient outside. So this is all we have metrics, okay? But what I feel is there is a qualitative aspect to the life, what I said, what impact it has brought to that particular individual, that we are yet to study. My aim is to reduce diabetic retinopathy, which is a problem. So I'm only talking about eye. So diabetic retinopathy is caused by diabetes. What is diabetes caused of? So we need to go to the root. So the root is food and the healthy habit, the systems. So that change is an important thing I need to work. So my work, when I'm going to be focused on eye care, that is there, but it's going to touch the root. So you see, we can do something in the root. Not only find the causes. Okay, diabetic retinopathy, to cure, identify them, send them to a hospital. That does not work. It's not going to solve the problem. So that is where I think my future is going, in that direction. So food, but I don't know how far I'll succeed, but that is my vision. Food and biohacking.